Bridgett, and I am so hyped tonight, y'all. I have missed you all, and I hope you have missed me. But tonight's show, let me tell you something. Tonight's show is loaded with so many great gems and great people. So I want you to take a minute, grab your coffee cup, and get ready for a good show tonight. I mean, I have so much to tell you. You've missed a lot, and I know I've been super busy. So if you've been following me a little bit more closely on social media, you see your girl has been in the press a lot lately. You know, she's been in the news. And I don't want you to miss any of this journey because having you all a part of the journey is so important to me. So just before we kick it off today, please make sure you like, share this post, invite all of your followers, invite your friends, because tonight's conversation is one you don't want to miss. All right, I'm gonna give you 5 seconds. Everybody, share this live, share this video, because tonight we are broadcasting not on one platform, not on two platforms, not on 3 platforms, but tonight we are broadcasting on 4 platforms at one time. Super happy, super happy. All right, let's get this party started. So I had this amazing idea yesterday all of a sudden, and I was like, I was at my desk and I was working and I was thinking, and I just thought about all these amazing people who I am connected with, who are doing great things. I mean, some women who are killing the game. So I reached out and I texted my brand manager and I was like, listen, I got this idea, and what I want to do is at the beginning of each episode for Coffee with Bridgett for this season, I want to highlight women who are killing the game. So listen, put in a comment if you know there is a woman that you want me to highlight who is killing the game. Put their name in the comment sections. Yeah, I want to meet them. I want to see what they're doing, and I want to give them an opportunity to come on and tell us what they're doing. We want to hear all about the fun and good stuff. So tonight, to kick it off, I couldn't think of anybody else to start this series off. I met the most amazing CEO. It's been about 8 months ago, and we have been joined to the hip since then. So kicking it off for my first amazing CEO, killing the game. Help me welcome Lauren Williams, Workplace Harmony. Lauren.
Hi.
Lauren, I'm so happy you're here. Okay.
Me too.
This is amazing. So Lauren, tell my audience a little bit about you and your company.
Yeah, so I am the chief boss lady of Workplace Harmony. We are dynamically disrupting how human resources is done for small businesses, startups, women-owned businesses, and minority-owned businesses by bringing some really different thought leadership to how it's done and making employees more engaged and making workplaces really thrive.
So you said dynamically disruptive. I love how that goes together. So Lauren, since you're dynamically disrupting, you have really leveled up in every area of your life. I mean, you're playing in a bigger playground now, okay? You're not, playing with just the average person. So Lauren, let's talk a little bit about your fashion journey. I'm so honored to say that Lauren also works with me as a client. And Lauren and I met through LinkedIn. So if you're not on LinkedIn, you need to get on LinkedIn. Am I right, Lauren?
For real, yes.
Yeah, so Lauren and I met on LinkedIn. Hey, Tish. Tish is one of my super girls from North Carolina, one of my BFFs. Tish, I love you. So Lauren and I met on LinkedIn about 7 months ago, and we've been chatting it up since then. So Lauren, tell the truth. I won't get mad because I want people to get the authentic version, okay? Tell everybody, what has it been like working with me?
Oh my gosh, it's been everything. So the truth is, I was following Bridgett for a hot minute before I even reached out. I was kind of checking out on LinkedIn, Facebook, and I'm like, this style is amazing. I really liked how you showed up. I liked your energy and your enthusiasm, and just you brought it, and you were just like authentically you. And that really, really drew me in. And so I reached out one day to Bridgett on LinkedIn and was like, hey, how does this work? Do you work with people? My business was hitting this like milestone and threshold where we were about to really grow and keep going. And I felt like how I was showing up was not as a CEO, but was more of just like a doer and like business person. But I really wasn't stepping into my chief executive officer heels. And so I said to her, you know, my style needs a refresh. I love fashion. I love shopping. I love style. The thing is, I was just kind of like buying lots and lots of things that didn't cohesively work. And so when I met with you, you were just like, all right, let's take it back to basics. And working with you has been so transformational in every way. Like professionally, how I show up, I feel way more confident walking into a room. Everywhere I go, people compliment on what I'm wearing, how I look, and it's all stuff you pick out. And I was telling you, I went to a dinner 2 weeks ago and the room stopped and they were like, your dress.
Oh yeah, I'm posting that outfit tonight. When Carlos brings it over, y'all look for the post, because when Lauren went to that dinner, listen, I'm posting that picture of that outfit tonight. I want that to see boss lady right here, okay?
That was a scene disruptor for sure. Everything you do, but also personally, I feel better how I show up. I feel better in my body. I feel better when I go to events. I feel better just about myself. So it's overall confidence boosting, because I feel really confident in my business doing the thing I do, but I wanted to show up authentically and confidently as well.
I love that. And so Lauren, you know, me having a front row seat to your journey, I just get giddy inside. Yes, like Lauren is doing it every time I see you post or do anything. And so Lauren and our relationship has blossomed even more. So Lauren brought me in to speak to her team. And Lauren has some amazing, you know, ladies who work on her team. And seeing the fact that as a leader, you know, you are not only transforming in the HR world, but those who are connected to you, you know, which is so important. So tell me a little bit about why it's so important for your team to level up now that you've leveled up.
Yeah, that session was so amazing. And I really wanted my team to get the same confidence boost that I got through working with you. And I wanted them to feel that energy too. And so for me, it wasn't about how they were showing up, but I wanted them to feel that injection of confidence and empowerment. And now that we are, you know, post-COVID, we're going to more client sites, we're doing more in-person events. And I want us to show up as the chic bosses that we are. I want us to look the part. And so having you speak to them was really amazing, because as you know, my team ranges from really kind of junior right out of school all the way up to career professionals. And all of us took away some really great things that we could put into our wardrobe or think about differently. So it was very impactful, and it gave my team that boost of confidence from you, which is like the secret sauce.
And so Lauren's team ranges not locally, but Lauren's team was also in California as well. And so she's traveling to California, she's traveling to Chicago and all the different places. So Lauren, I know that you and your team have something exciting coming up where you're all going, and, you know, tell us a little bit about where you're going as a team.
Yeah, so we have a couple really super fun events coming up. The first one is we're all going to Lizzo tomorrow night, to the Lizzo concert. So we're super pumped for that. And then for our team events, I don't like to do like normal stuffy things. I like to do fun kind of things. So we're also going to do the Jack Harlow concert in 2 weeks. So we're big music fans, and it gives a great way for people to come together and just let loose and have fun and just really dance it out. So I encourage that.
So y'all, everybody that's watching, even if you come back and watch it on a replay, I need you to do me a favor. I need you to put in the comments, Lauren is killing the game. I need to see that in the comments. Tish Bell, I need y'all to say, Lauren is killing the game. Lauren, you are doing such amazing work. And I feel so honored that I get a chance to work with you. And I'm super happy about the outfits we're going to create. And I'm so hyped because let me tell you something, Lauren. These next few looks we got are about to be showstoppers. You wait to see what I done put together for next. Y'all going to be seeing Lauren every single place. So, Lauren, before I let you go, if anybody wants to connect with you, tell them how they can find you.
Yeah, you should definitely follow us everywhere: TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter.
Hey, you're on TikTok too.
We're on TikTok. Our TikTok is so fire. It's so funny. It's just like HR jokes all day. It's the best. TikTok, Workplace Harmony; Instagram, Workplace Harmony HR; Facebook, Workplace Harmony; LinkedIn, also Workplace Harmony. And you can follow me too, Lauren Williams, on LinkedIn. And just make sure you're following all our stuff, because we got a lot going on. We have something huge dropping this week that's really going to take it to the next level.
And Lauren, one more last thing before I let you go. When we were backstage and you gave a couple of words, to me and a few of my other guests, can you share those encouraging words with anybody who's listening, who are trying to make a decision, as a business owner, or even in their spiritual life? I love that the people that I've worked with love God. So can you share a little bit about that? And y'all put in the comments, Lauren is killing the game. I want to see it.
Yes, I'm so happy to share it. I was telling everyone backstage that for me, the journey of being an entrepreneur, I've always taken the approach of faith over fear. So I know whatever I'm doing is led by God and not necessarily all my doing. And so whenever something came up that I felt a little scared of or hesitant, or like, this is a leap, this is the next, I just ran towards it, because I believe in faith over fear. And I believe that if you have an uncompromising faith, like, good things are going to come to you. And if you don't try and you don't take those leaps, the only person holding you back is you. So if you're on the fence about starting that thing or doing that next big leap, go for it. Go for it, because you cannot fall. You cannot fall, because he'll always be there for you.
Mm-hmm. I believe it. And I'm standing, faith over fear. And also, I'm expecting great things from you, Workplace Harmony. Can't wait to see all the ladies again. I think I told you I want to start coming quarterly. So y'all put me on the schedule so I can start checking in and see how everybody's doing. Lauren, thanks so much for hanging out with me.
Yes. Thank you, Bridget. Thank you. You're the best.
You're welcome. And we will talk soon. All
talk
right.
soon. See ya.
Bye. All right, y'all. So I hope you've enjoyed Lauren. Lauren is my first woman that's killing the game. So I need y'all to put in the comments for me, like, Lauren is killing the game. I need to see it at least 5 times. That will bless my life. All righty then. So next up, because your girl came locked and loaded tonight, all right? She didn't come with one guest tonight. She came with 2, all right? She didn't come tonight with just casual conversation. Tonight, I came with a lot of different angles tonight. So, all right, so tonight I have 2 amazing people who I have known for a few years. And not only do I love them both, but I'm also so excited about their journey. I'm excited about how they are just blossoming and growing, how amazing they are. And I'm also excited about their future. So can you help me welcome what do I want to call them? Not host, but the 2 lead correspondents for Chat and Style. Can you help me welcome Jay Rogers Freeman and Frank Ho? What's up, family?
Hey.
How y'all doing tonight?
Love that intro.
I'm doing good.
Doing good. So
Yep.
let me tell you something. I just need to know one thing. Are y'all prepared to have some good old coffee chat tonight?
Yeah.
Oh, yes. Right.
Yeah, this is what I'm saying. We having some good coffee chat tonight. And I look forward to having this conversation, because you all have had me on your show, Chat and Style. And by the way, if you're not following Chat and Style, not following the episodes, make sure you go and follow Jay and Frank both to see all the amazing things that they're doing. So, I've wanted to have this conversation for a while, and I'm so honored that tonight we're able to do it. And I'm looking forward to, sharing some fun things, but also some practical things that people can, really apply to their lives. So let's get into some conversation. All right, just before we do that, let me say hey to a few people. Hey, Nicole, thank you for putting it in. Lauren is killing the game. Nadira Rogers Jones, thanks for joining us. So listen, we broadcasting on 4 platforms tonight. Can I get y'all hold of another 4? Can I get Can y'all hold up to the can y'all hold up
Yes.
four? We run up four, like four. On 4 platforms tonight. Like,
Four.
I see the YouTube coming in. You know, listen, we on YouTube, Facebook, and LinkedIn. So let's kick it off with you, Frank, FB Styling. So can you tell my audience, my CEOs, a little bit about you and your business?
Okay. Hello, everybody. I'm Frank Holt, known under FB Styling. I've been doing this for maybe 7 years now. 7 years. So I guess like the first couple years was like a beginning trying to understand who I am in that area because of styling. There's different areas. There's celebrity styling, there's fashion stylist, there's a wardrobe stylist, and something about what I do, I love doing personal styling, which is direct people, everyday people who's looking for a change, a change in their image, a change in their look, even a change in their wardrobe. So I think it's more personal because it's more like a ministry to me. It's more than just with celebrity styling, it could be a ministry, but it's like more like you just making a name. I'm more concerned about making sure that person is changed through fashion. So I think that comes with being personal and impersonal with the people. So I love what I do. And out of that, and a lot of rejection came my boutique. So, you get a lot of like, no, you can't, no, you can't. And something in me said, you could do it too. So I decided to start my own boutique, which I have very modern and very classic, some vintage pieces where people can rent, people can purchase, people can wear, and I've watched people live
I didn't know
stream.
people can rent from your boutique.
Yes, people can.
I didn't know that.
Yes, people can rent from it. Someone just hit me up today about it. But I'm excited about it because they see something in me. So I've been doing this maybe 2016 or something like that, and I think it started when I went to Philly Fashion Week. So the very first time I went there, something just like a light bulb just came over, and I just was like, this is something I want to do.
I love it. I love it. Love it. Love it. So those of you who are just joining us, we're just kicking off the conversation. We just finished our first inaugural Woman Killing the Game. Hey, Sharon Manker, thanks for joining us. So I need a few more of you to put in the comments, Lauren is killing the game. We're going to hype Lauren up, y'all, all right? We hyping her up all week. Lauren is killing the game. So Jay, Jay, what can I say about Jay? Like, Jay is just amazing. All right, Jay is just amazing. Eric, I need you to put Lauren is killing the game in the comment. Jay, first of all, I know I've said it to you over and over again this weekend, but I want to say it to you again. Thank you. This past weekend, I was like triple booked, but there was something inside of me that said, you got to do it all. And it was a teachable moment for me because as I began to really scale my business, I understand the importance of adding additional people to my team. And so I'm preparing now to hire a personal assistant to go with me to everything, and also preparing to hire a mini Bridgett, somebody who can go to things, and kind of help me. But I was in a pinch this past weekend, and I called Jay, and she shuffled some things around, and she was able to help me. So Jay, I want to publicly,
she did a great job,
and I appreciated it.
And she looked, and she dressed very nice.
We got some press out of that, Jay. We was on Fox 29, okay? So, but Jay, I want to say thank you openly in front of everybody. Yeah, so Jay, tell everybody a little bit about who you are and what you do.
Okay, so I am Jay Rogers Freeman. First of all, I am a God-fearing, beautiful, confident Black woman that is also a mother of three, a wife, an entrepreneur, an author, and a self-care guru. I am all about self-care, about pushing you, taking care of yourself. I'm the owner of Rich Couture Boutique, and basically Rich Couture is customized items, customized clothing, shoes. Right here, customized Rich Couture right here, 1996. This is a classic right here. So you can always go on my website, which is richcoutureshop.com, and see all the great things that I do. I'm not like pepping myself up, but it is some great things. So
No, you can't hype yourself up. That's what we do. Hype yourself up. I'm with it, because if you don't believe in yourself, nobody else will. Hype yourself up. My cousin is on tonight. You're in North Carolina. Hey, Bobby, I love you. Thank you, Eric Holmes, for joining us. Y'all, I need y'all to blow up this chat. Laura is killing the game. So Jay and Frank, we are entering into the season of fall. And, fall is really at the very beginning. And so let's talk coming out of Fashion Week. September is really the month, that anybody in the fashion industry, this is like our Super Bowl this month.
Right.
We focus on all things fashion. So tell me, tell me what is the one fall fashion item that you are looking forward to for this season?
do you want to go, Frank, first?
No, you can go ahead.
Well, for me, I think looking forward this season, I am one cardigan craze. So I love cardigans, and my new thing this fall will be the knee boots. Mm-hmm. Yes, I want all different colors, different looks. So that's my thing this fall, knee boots. I have many more, but I'm just going to go with that one right now.
Okay. Right, what you got?
My favorite, you already know, hats.
Yeah. You want to tip your hat to the people tonight? You want to tip your hat?
All right. This one was created and custom made by Terrell Shaw out of New York City. All right. But I think hats, I've been hearing that. I even walked up the street and I didn't even have a hat on. And I think people just know. And they're like, I'm looking for somebody who have hats, because this is the season. So I think everybody is waiting to wear hats. So I think that's one of the nice fall fashion that came back in style.
So I think for this season, here are a couple of things that I think everybody should have in their wardrobe for the fall. I'm looking forward to seeing more people wear scarves. I'm really getting into more scarves. And I definitely would say the knee boots. So if you don't have a scarf, you need a scarf. You need a scarf, and you definitely need some boots. Now, I'm not stuck on fall, even though I like fall. It's not my favorite. I'm a summer girl. Like, I like spring.
Okay.
However, I'm gonna skip on over fall. I'm ready to get into these gowns. Okay, I'm ready for gown season. Okay. I'm ready to get dressed up.
Yes.
We've been in the house for a couple of years, and I'm slowly getting back out there. Mm-hmm. But I'm ready to come in with full gowns for the holidays.
Well, one of the things
I want all the zhuzh.
One of the things that's been here, but I think people kind of slept on it, thinking it's only for banquets and high events, is sequin. Sequin is going to be very, very strong this season in all kind of ways. You see Dolce & Gabbana, they had on their runway. Men are wearing it. They're wearing suits out of it. They're wearing cardigans, dusters. You're going to see a lot of sequin just casually. It don't even have to be that it's going to a special big event. Just because you go into the mailbox, throw it on, and sparkle.
Yeah. I told y'all, I love ShopRite. I go to ShopRite and Trader Joe's every week. Y'all gonna see me pushing the cart, and I'm gonna have on a gown and my fur coat in Trader Joe's. Okay, I'm gonna be going right down the aisle to Trader Joe's.
They don't know where you're coming from.
I don't care at this point. I don't care. And that's a good point. So that's a great segue. So it used to be that I think I'll use myself for example. It used to be that I would dress only based upon where I was going, and based upon making sure that I met the dress code.
Right.
But the more confident I became in who I am, the more confident the woman I am today. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't care about your dress code. Right now, it's about what I want to wear. Because everything that I wear, it speaks to the person. It speaks to what I'm going to deliver to you.
Right.
So I do believe that as a professional in the marketplace, not only my level of confidence, but also my level of drawing people in.
Mhm.
I have to always make sure that I stay on target to engage you. So, Frank, let me hear from you. When it comes to now, when you have to, prepare and go somewhere, do things, how do you formulate in your mind what are you going to wear? Do you think about, the dress code, or are you thinking about how do you want people to remember you? How do you want people to engage with you?
Um, it's like a twofold situation. So of course, we do want to follow some procedures depending on the event and things like that. But sometimes you can get lost in the crowd when you are trendy, when you do the same thing that everybody else is doing, no individuality, no standing in the middle, standing in the crowd, what made you different. So sometimes you blending in. I think someone said one time, like, all roses have thorns, but what make you different? You know what I mean? What made you stand out from the whole bushel of roses? So you have to think like, what is it that would make you stand out and noticed? Even like this fashion week, we had the whole first night. It was like networking and things, and everybody looked, fairly nice. But I went in there, and I don't know what it is. I love that whole. It's called a throbe, and it's actually a Muslim garb. And I love that. And I went in there and I wore that. It goes all the way to the floor. And I went and I wore a big brim. And for the first time ever, I had never been recognized or noticed, and people coming up to me wanting to know what I do and all of that. So it has nothing to do with everyone else in the crowd. It's about you standing out and people trying to find out who you are.
Yes. I love that. And I love the fact that when people want to find out who you are. And so when we go back to what you just said about trends, that's why I think it's important when it comes to trends and fast fashion. See, I'm not a fan of fast fashion.
Right.
I'm not a fan of it, although I will work it into some looks.
Right.
But for me, fast fashion does not translate to a lot of the clients that I want to attract.
Right.
So I can't attract high-end clients with fast fashion.
Right. I understand.
Understanding that, for your audience, and I will also go as far as saying for the type of conversations that I want to hold.
Right.
So I want to have my look to reflect that. So Jay, tell us, when you're getting dressed and preparing for something, what are the things you think about?
With me, I like to stand out. So for instance, when you called me about the fashion week, automatically I already knew in my head what I was going to wear. I was like, oh, I'm going to wear this jumper. And that's when I asked you, I was like, well, we're going to be inside or outside. But then I didn't care. I don't go by what it feels like too much outside, because it was just a halter jumper. But we know it was freezing out there. But I had to look like I was not freezing. But it stood out. It had the color block. When I went behind the stage, some people were like, oh my God, that looks nice. When I was walking up the street, people were stopping me. Like, this looks so nice. And I just like to stand out. And I was styled by FB Styling.
I love it. Hey, Carmela, thanks for joining us. Eric Holmes says, like, all black umbrellas. And you gotta be the only red umbrella. I love that, Eric.
Yeah.
Yeah,
exactly.
I love that. Yeah, I need to see a few more of y'all to put in the comments. Lauren is killing the game. So, when it comes to fashion, I think it's so important that you invest in classics that you need to wear for a significant amount of times.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's important that for us to be intentional when we are shopping.
Right.
Just because you're going out to eat or out does not necessarily warrant a new outfit, not unless that's just something that you do.
Mm-hmm.
But I think when we shop, we have to be intentional about our shopping. And I think when we're intentional, whenever you have to go somewhere significant, you have a lot of the key pieces that you need.
Yes.
And so when we're not intentional, we end up with a bunch of clothes in our closet.
Right.
That really don't make us happy.
Mm-hmm.
They are clothes that are just like space fillers.
Right.
And I'm of the belief, and I would love to hear from the both of you. I'm of the belief, and I practice now, especially, since the pandemic, like I've been on this whole declutter spree,
Mm.
like getting rid of like stuff. If the shoes hurt my feet, I got rid of.
Yes.
Anything that hurt my feet or don't, I got rid of. I'm not wearing no more. So I was gonna say I'm not wearing no more shoes. I was about to tell a lie. Wait,
Hello.
Let me back up. Let me clarify.
Yeah.
I gotta see how I point. Okay?
Right.
Let me point this way. This side right here. These things right here. Them are the I got, and I had the nerve to buy. What the other one said? I had to realize how important it is on the camera. These right here, they will make you love God if you don't. They will make you love God if you don't. But I said all to say, I'm not buying no more shoes or anything that hurts my feet, that's too tight. I'm not doing like a busted can of biscuits in it. If it doesn't fit my body, I'm not wearing it, and I'm not investing in it. And I think that's important, that when we are shopping, we need to buy things that we actually love, not things that you're on the fence about.
Yeah.
Right.
Things that you're on the fence about, you don't wear. And I'm taking a step further, and then I want both of you to weigh in. I believe the same thing about your undergarments.
Mm-hmm.
Your undergarments, ladies, go with me on this, okay?
Yeah, we going.
They got a match, okay? We're not in the mismatch season no more. And I don't care if nobody's looking at them but you.
Mm-hmm. It gives you a certain kind of confidence.
Yes. They got a match.
Mm-hmm.
So, but, I think that wearing things that fit you, oh, I got a good question. Bobby, I'm going to answer your question next. I think wearing things that fit you, are important. So, Jay, tell me, how do you feel, about making sure that you have things that uniquely speak to you, but also the fit properly? And do you buy shoes that hurt your feet?
Okay. Well, no, because that's funny. I was just in the store the other day and I wanted these hot pink shoes so bad to go with this dress I had, and it would not fit. I was like, oh my gosh. And if I went a size up, it was too big. So I just couldn't win. So I was like, my sister was on the phone. She's like, just don't get them. Don't get them. So I'm like, no, I'm not getting them. And then coming out of pandemic, I know I haven't been wearing shoes like that. So I feel like, my feet doesn't want to wear shoes anymore. So
your feet don't want to wear shoes no more.
I mean heels.
Okay.
Same thing.
Yeah, same thing. My feet like sneakers and Crocs and stuff like that. But I'm sorry, see, you just threw me off. What was the other question? I'm sorry.
It's okay. So when it comes to investment pieces, are you willing to make the investment, in pieces that you're going to have for, years and years versus fast fashion?
Oh, definitely. It depends. Like I say, it's to each his own, but yes, I will put money into something that I want and I know I'm going to have for a while. I don't have a problem with that. I will definitely invest in that for sure.
Yeah. Love it. What about you, Frank?
Yeah, same thing with me. I'm not really like go with the crowd trendy person. I've never been. I've always been very vintage. If anybody that knows me, you'll find me in a vintage suit, very classic, very modern. So I don't really get into that because it's just going to be a moment. It'll start the day.
So I'm going to interrupt you for a second. Let's take it there for the vintage, because vintage, the fit and the sizing is a whole nother ministry. Okay.
You ain't never lied.
So the 6 ain't really a 6. Okay. The 8 ain't really an 8. So talk to us a little bit about vintage sizing.
Well, it's weird that we talk. I didn't even mean to stop on that, but even today, I was talking to someone, and I think she understood. I don't know. She was saying to me, she said, because when you have vintage, you have to size up, and I was like, I don't think that's right. Because what happens is with vintage, it's already its size. You got to think that it was made back then for those ladies that were smaller. And if they didn't, they always wore like a corset or something that kind of accentuated them. And so they always wore this little fitted look. All right. So I don't think it was made for anyone like, the size. You got to think that it's only for that particular size. So vintage is kind of funny. The good thing about vintage, especially for ladies, is if it has an elastic waist,
you got it.
then you can size up. You get what I'm saying? And one thing about vintage is one of everything. It's very authentic. So if it's fitting you and it's perfect, trust me, it was tailor-made for you to purchase.
Carmela said, I'm getting too old to be uncomfortable.
Yeah. But that,
Right,
another thing is that we kind of thought that was kind of weird, is that through the pandemic, how I think Macy's and all these other high-end department stores started coming together and brainstorming and said, before we close our business, what can we do? And they created suits that stretch, especially for the men. So the suit you can put on, you can stretch it and then button it so it won't look so tight. So that was creative for them to do for men, and even for ladies, using the loungewear. Loungewear was no longer like just sitting in the house, but you needed something to wear even when you go out without changing. So they made like just beautiful pieces for you to just throw on your heels or whatever at that time and head out, and people don't even know you in pajamas.
Wow.
You're in a loungewear that's actually created and designed to look fashionable to go out. So
yeah. So if y'all have questions for me, Frank, or Jay, please put your questions in the comment section, because I'm gonna start answering some questions in the chat as we continue our conversation. So one of the questions that I got, and feel free, I'll give my answer, and you all feel free to jump in with your answers as well. How do you determine a client's personal style? And so for me, for the Bridgett Battles experience, the way that I determine a client's personal style is it has several different components. Number one is that I'm a niche down stylist. So I don't style for weddings, proms, and all of the extra things. I only style specifically for executives and C-suite. That's it. And so I'm niche down. So that's number one. And then number two, so when it comes to my clients, 99.9% of my clients who are women who are making a huge impact in their organization, in their communities, and in their home. And what they've done is they've put themselves no longer as a priority because they're focusing so much on making sure they're getting everything else done. And so when we begin to work together, it's because now they're leveling up for another life occurrence, whether or not it is, they're being promoted on their job, whether or not they're starting a business or growing a business. So with that, determining their style is based upon whatever expectation they have of how they want the world to view them. So I walk my clients through a process of, how do you want the world to view you? What do you want them to call you? And most importantly, what do you want them to pay you? Because your style and the way that you present yourself should represent it in your bank account. That is what I teach my clients. And so when you take ownership and authority of the room, we already know you have the skill set. It is now about the packaging and the presentation. And so when you're packaged and presented correctly and properly, you can demand more money. And so 95% of the time when people look at you and want to get a chance to know you, then they find out the transformation that you can provide to them. And so they buy into it. So that is how one of the methods that I use to actually create, a style for my clients, because I'm niche down specifically for entrepreneurs and C-suite. So both of you feel free to weigh in.
That's all you, Frank.
How you do it.
What was the question?
How do you determine your client's personal style?
Naturally, just having with me, consultation is key. Consultation is key. Yeah, consultation is key. You will learn the individual. Sometimes you'll find out there's some internal stuff that's going on that you can't dress over, and that's the reason why you can't complete the project that you are assigned to or that you're actually paid to do, is because this emotional part is in the way. So a lot of times the consultation kind of digs through that. And it's almost to say you got to use discernment a little bit, Bridgett, to see where these people are so that you know how to address what their needs are in regards to fashion. Or they'll just go out with, no self-esteem or not confident, and that's not the whole purpose. So the very first thing is to consult with them to see who they are, what they like, what their style is. And sometimes as a stylist, you can kind of already see their style or who they are just in their appearance. So that's the main thing with me, is converse with them.
I love it, love it, love it, love it. Thank you, Pastor Felix Morgan. Yes, that's good, Franklin. Yes. And to go along with what you said, because I wholeheartedly agree with what you said, that there are a lot of clients who I have worked with and still work with who all have that gift, and there's something inside of them that has been hidden.
Right.
It's been hidden. And when you start to really help them break out of their shell, that gift becomes exposed.
Right.
And you have to help them to get over that fear of exposing the gift. Because I find that there are people who have a gift and they're more concerned about the reaction they'll get from being vulnerable.
Mm-hmm.
So what they do is they wear a lot of clothes that don't fit.
Right.
Or we don't dress based upon, things that would accentuate our body type.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
We want to be hidden.
Mm-hmm.
And we want to be hidden because we just want to do our part and not be recognized.
Right.
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah. So I like what you said. That was very good. So now share with me one instance, and I'll share as well. One instance when, or if there ever was an instance where you wanted to no longer be hidden. And then I'll tell you why I'm asking this question. Because whenever you're in fashion, there's no way you want to be hidden.
Right.
Everything we do is based on physical appearance.
Yes.
So there's no way you want to be hidden. So I wasn't born, I was born with the fashion gene, but I was not born with the gene of being the person who was okay with being vulnerable. I had to get there.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So give me an example of, when you had to get to the place of being vulnerable.
Are you? Oh. Are
Go
you
ahead.
asking?
You know what? I'm gonna start because it goes off of you, Frank. So with myself, I would say when I started to do modeling for Frank, and when he asked me to do it, I was like, no, I'm not doing that. I'm not a model. I don't have a body for that. And until I went and actually just did it and took the pictures and seeing myself, and I just started to feel so confident. And he just brought it out of me because I didn't know it was there. So that was, what was that when you had your fashion show? That was like, I don't know, maybe 5, 6 years, 7 years ago.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's when it all like really hit me. And then I just blossomed from there. I'm like, I'm just go for what I know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I love it. How about you, Frank? And I'm gonna ask my producer to bring Lauren back too, because I want to ask Lauren the same question. Go ahead, Frank.
To be honest, it actually took someone. It actually took someone to help me get to that point. And it was, well, he's apostle now, but Cameron Washington.
Say it in the microphone again.
Yes.
Say it in the microphone again.
Yes. Cameron. Yep. Everywhere I go, I mention him. Everywhere I go, I consistently tell him he's been my mentor, everything, because he don't even know, and he may know that it was the no from someone else, and then running into him by mistake in the same environment, who told me to come and follow me. Follow you, not knowing that I was vulnerable and in a low state of not even confident, helped me get to a place. You get what I'm saying? So it actually took somebody to sometimes spiritually or physically hold your hand without them knowing and pull you to a place. And I end up interning with him for a couple of months or so, learning some of the ropes. So through that, it took me out of me being in that state to a confident state. So it always takes somebody. It always takes somebody. You need to let somebody lead you, because even if they don't tell you, they may see what you're trying to say.
Wow, Cameron posted in the comments. He said, "Frank, love you, man. I'm so proud of you."
Oh, thank you.
And so for those of you who don't know, Cameron is also my brand manager as well. So Cameron manages me, and Cameron does amazing work. So Cameron, we all celebrate you. We all celebrate you. So
Now,
Lauren,
Bridgett, the crazy thing about it is that, like, he's in his Dream Nation element real strong. We talking about when he was a stylist. He still is, but like, he's a stylist. I knew him for so long. So he's still moving and making himself strong. He's not even at that place yet. So it's good to reach back and grab somebody while you're on your way somewhere.
Say it again.
You better.
I live by that. I live by that.
Yeah.
And I'm going to get to you next, but I live by that. And so this is one of the things that I focus on, and which is why I so believe that when you get opportunities and you share your platform, I am so confident in the Bridgett Battles brand. I'm so confident in Bridgett Battles that sharing my platform, giving people opportunities and inviting people to do things. I'm so confident that I realize that the mandate that's on my life, that if I don't have help other people, I'm not fulfilling my purpose. And so helping other people comes from a place of when I needed help and I couldn't get the help that I needed. So since I couldn't get the help, I had to create the help. So which meant that I was building a house while living in it. And so the more that you get into doing that work, that ignites your passion. And that's what ignites my passion for helping women like Lauren. That's what ignites my passion for all of the women that I come in contact with and the men. And each time that I grab a microphone to host a red carpet, each time I get an opportunity to host or present or be on a stage, it is because part of my purpose is to be able to help women and help men who no longer feel the way that I felt. When I knew that I had a dream, I knew that I had a gift. I just needed someone to listen to my dream, my gift. I didn't need you to do it for me. I just needed you to listen to it. Now that I know how to work the dream, I know how to work the gift, and I'm being transparent, I know how to make money. And so with that being said, being able to share my platform is part of my growth, because rich people, which I'm prophesying and speaking it over everybody that's here, we're not worried about money. You can always come up with a strategy to make more money, legal money. Let me clarify. You can always come up with a strategy to make more money. I can come up with a strategy for brand recognition. I can come up with a strategy to help and equip and empower you. But if we don't get past that place of vulnerability, we'll get stuck. So Lauren, for those of you who are just joining us, Lauren is one of my VIP clients. Lauren is who is killing the game, and Lauren is reaching a major milestone this year. Lauren, how did you get past your place of vulnerability? Because at this level, you got to be vulnerable, but we're also careful. So I'm careful about how much I do expose in my place of vulnerability.
Yeah, I think that's really a good point, Bridgett, because I think vulnerability can also be related to authenticity. And so I'm a really authentic leader. So I show up how I am every day, and I've created a space in our company where it's safe to do so. So you don't have to show up every single day vibrant and shining. If you're truly not feeling that in your heart and you're having one of those days where you just don't feel the greatest, you can show up that way and be embraced too. And so I think vulnerability is also related to trust, and you have to trust whoever you're being vulnerable with. But I learned through my journey that before I started my business, I was in corporate life, and I was very much just I don't know, kind of like not my authentic self and just showing up and doing the things, and always kept up this facade. And when I got home, I was just spent. I wasn't great to my family, my husband, my kids. And since starting the business, I've learned to just show up who I am every day and be authentic and be vulnerable when there are those hard days. So then when I get home, I'm still me and I'm still full. I'm not empty. I'm not spent from putting on this like fake thing all day long. Like I'm just me. And so being able to be vulnerable and be in front of people as you are also teaches them that that's okay. And that it's all right to show up that way. As we talk about our values and what matters to our team, it's like, you know, showing up who we are is really important to us. And that is how we feel that day. And that is what we want to embody and share with others.
I love it. I love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. All right. So we got about 10 minutes left. So my next segment is called Shopping Must-Haves. So I'm going to call out one item. Okay. Call out one item. All right. I'm gonna call out one item, and I need you to tell me if you have it or you don't. Okay.
Oh Lord.
Feeling that? I get the feeling a lot of you. I get the feeling a lot of you have it. And so to my audience, it'll be 5 items that I'm calling out, because these are 5 items that everybody should have in their closet. These are 5 essential items that everybody should have in their closet. Immediately after we follow that, I definitely want Frank to share a little bit more about his business and, you know, things that people can purchase. Jay, you can share more about your business and things people can purchase. And then we will almost be at the 8 o'clock hour. All right, y'all ready?
Yes.
Ready.
Trench coat.
Have it.
I don't
Mm,
know.
Okay.
You got a trench coat?
I got trench coat.
Okay, put in the comments. Jay, you gotta get a trench coat. Okay.
I
trench coat is one of the
bet
essential
you I'll go
items.
upstairs
So
and
these 5 things are 5 essential items that everybody should have in their closet. All right. Number 1 is trench coat. Break that tickled you, huh?
You was like, Jay, get a
I
trench
need a
coat.
trench coat.
All right. Second, white button down.
Yeah. Yes.
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 Okay. All right. Leather belt.
Yes.
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 Okay. Blazer. Black blazer.
Yep.
Yes.
I got rid of it.
Yeah, I'm loving your face.
I got rid of it.
We're going shopping with Jay next.
5, classic watch.
No.
Yep.
I don't
Okay.
I don't wear I don't
I don't like watches. I don't do watches.
I'm with you, Lauren. I don't like watches.
Okay.
Mm-mm.
All right. So you don't have a watch. I'm gonna give y'all a break. All right. I'll add a bonus item. Okay.
Okay.
Work bag or briefcase.
Yep.
Yeah, work bag.
Yep.
Okay. All right. So for those of you who are listening, those are some essential items that I encourage all of our listeners and those of you in the comments, as well as those of you who will watch the replay. Those are some essential items that you can use in your wardrobe that go from season to season. And it's important that you have items in your closet that can go from season to season. All right, Frank, we're getting out to our last few minutes. Tell everybody a little bit about the items that you sell.
Again, I sell authentic pieces, modern pieces, classic pieces, vintage pieces, ranging from small to about 3X. About 3X. I may get 4X, but that's basically where it is. It is pieces for the ladies, and there's pieces for the gentlemen.
Pieces.
Yes.
You said pieces.
Authentic.
Yes, blouses, everything. You know,
One of a kind.
all kind of pieces. Yes.
And I can testify that Frank does have some amazing pieces. I'll post myself wearing one of my most famous, and I haven't worn it this summer. I didn't wear it this summer.
The one that I posted.
The green dress.
Let me tell you something. The people love you in that dress.
Let me see if I can grab this green dress real quick.
Frank, where is your shop?
I'm actually online. So you can follow me on Instagram under Bouchon Boutique. That's BUSHAWN BUSHAWN Boutique.
Okay.
So this is my green dress.
Yes, yes, yes.
This is my
I don't
green
know why
dress.
I don't have that one.
What you say, Jay?
I don't know why I didn't get that.
Jay, I stalked Frank for this dress.
Yes, she did.
I was about to give him a pint of blood for this dress. Okay? This dress is like so fire. Like,
Yeah.
this is one
And
of those
see,
pieces that you never get rid of,
Never.
ever.
yes, yes,
Even
and
when I go to see Jesus, they better put this in the casket, okay?
so many. And you know
I'm
what?
not
And
leaving this with nobody, okay?
you
This gonna
can't.
be in
Don't
the
let it
wheel.
go. Wherever you go, take it with you.
It's
Frame it.
gonna be in the wheel, okay?
But it fits
Because
you,
the
Bridget. It really
because
looks nice on you, though.
the people think I can find another one. I said I can't find another one. That it is. That's it. It's only a one and done.
That's it.
Yes.
Mm-mm.
So Jay, tell everybody a little bit about the products that you sell.
Okay, so just to piggyback off of Frank, if you guys did see Bridget and I host the red carpet for Fashion Week, the jumper that I did have on, that is from FB Styling. Frank did style me for that day, and I do have on one of his earrings as well, one of the pieces. But yeah, so make sure you check him out. Also, check us out. We are a dynamic duo together. We have our own show called Chat and Style, and we talk about fashion, small businesses that we like to promote, and of course, self-care, because I am a self-care guru. I am all about taking care of yourself. Now, for my business, it's called Rich Couture, and that's R.I.C.H. I know it's a lot of dots. Couture. You can find me on Instagram and TikTok, and my website is richcoutureshop.com. I do a lot of customized items from clothing, shoes, this cup right here that I have that'll be coming out soon. Y'all know I like to bling out things sometimes, well, all the time. And then just real quick, because I keep my stuff on hand. You got to be also ready all the time. And I bling out Crocs as well. So you guys can see that. Yes, throw those on real quick. And then also I have another pair. So just and I also am an author. I did a self-care journal. So you can also get you a journal on Amazon that's called I Choose to Be Different. And it's dealing with affirmations, encouragement, goals, things of that sort. You can check it out and check me out on my website. Thank you.
Thank you, Jay. Thank you, Jay. Thank you. And so at the top of the show, I created this new segment called Women Killing the Game. And, I really wanted to highlight women who I know who are actually doing the work, because it's one thing for us to really post great graphics and post a lot of those things. And I pride myself in showing up and sharing with you my real life. And so everything that we say or do here, it actually is real. Every day ain't pretty. Some days, I'm all over it. And some days I'm like, oh God, how am I gonna get through this? But I pride myself in really sharing that as part of my journey. Like, this is my real life. And so I'm so grateful for all of you joining us. And so with that being said, with Women Killing the Game, I wanted to, for my inaugural segment for Women Killing the Game, I wanted to make sure I highlighted Lauren Williams. So Lauren, one more time, tell everybody how they can find you.
Hi, everyone. So you can find us on all the social channels, Workplace Harmony or Workplace Harmony HR. You can hit up our website, workplaceharmonyhr.com, get on our list. Just follow us on socials. You'll see all the things going on. I'd love to connect with all of you more.
Yes. And just because I want to be silly for a second, y'all, I'm an avid TikTok watcher. And everybody's saying, that these people have these green screens behind them, and they're saying, no, that ain't your real house. Y'all, this ain't no green screen.
No, that's her real house.
It ain't no green screen. Everything I show y'all, I own it. It's mine. This ain't no green screen, okay? I didn't paint the red on the bottom of them, okay? They real, okay? Yes, but I want to say thank you so much to all of my guests for tonight. This hour went by so fast, and I had so much fun with all of you. And I must say that I am honored to be connected with all of you, and honored to support and celebrate all of you. And before we go, tomorrow is a national holiday. Lauren, can you do me the honors and tell everybody what tomorrow's holiday is?
Tomorrow is National Coffee Lovers
Yay,
Day.
tomorrow is National Coffee Lovers Day. Yes. So tomorrow, I will definitely be posting about National Coffee Lovers Day tomorrow. And for those of you who know me personally, to know me is to know that I love coffee. All right. Coffee is like my superpowers. Yes, but so tomorrow's National Coffee Lovers Day. So all of you, I will be looking for you to, share your coffee mugs tomorrow. And if you're not following me on social, follow me on all social media outlets as Bridgett Battles. You can get your coffee with Bridgett mug at www.thebbexperience.com. And make sure that you are following me especially on my mailing list, because we're about to ramp it up and really start sharing more and more and more. I have a lot of amazing things that are happening, and it's in the very beginning stages of it. But we are starting to plan for Coffee with Bridgett with a live studio audience. So
Good.
Nice.
yes,
Nice.
yes. So we're preparing for that. As well as I do have a songwriter who's in the studio who's writing my very first song with Coffee with Bridgett. So we moving and we shaking, we grooving, and we're preparing to host our very first conference. So a lot of things happening, and super happy.
Yeah.
And just so grateful. So any parting words to all of you before we cheers for tonight? Parting words, Lauren, to my audience.
Just, you are beyond amazing, Bridgett, and anyone who has a chance should connect with you. If they're not connected with you, work with you. I mean, you really transform people's lives. You transform the way they show up. You've just been such a blessing. So thank you for letting me be the first guest.
Thank you, Lauren. Love you so much. Frank, any parting words to our guest tonight?
Well, first, thank you again for allowing me on your platform. You came on ours, so just the connection is awesome. So thank you. And I encourage you to keep on pressing and doing what's in your heart to do. And I encourage the people to remember that even in your moving and your shaking and becoming, and you think you might fail, failure was already part of the process. So just go through the failure part and keep on going. It's already a part of it.
Jay, any parting words?
Yes, I just first want to thank you for being very selfless and sharing your platform with me. You didn't have to do that, and I really thank you. You taught me a lot. You really don't know you did, but you did teach me some stuff.
I hope you don't pick up my craziness.
But I was just taken back seriously of how selfless that you were. And, I really appreciate you sharing that with me. And also to everybody out there, make sure that you always take time out for yourself and have a self-care day. And always, if you have a goal, keep going after it and do not quit no matter what. Don't quit.
Thank you all so much. And so to all of my CEOs, I love you so much. October the 19th at 1:00 p.m. You can catch me on 6 ABC, where I'm hosting the red carpet for Hispanic Heritage Month. And I have a few other television appearances, so I will share all of that on my social. So make sure that you follow. And for those of you who couldn't be here with us live, be sure and watch the replay and leave me a comment and let me know if you've watched the replay. I want to connect with you. Most importantly, I want to see you win. All right, everybody hold their mugs up and let's cheers. And thank you all so much for joining Coffee with Bridgett. Have a good night.